So here they're giving us this image and they want us to find the value of x. So our first step is to look at the two angles that have an x in it and see if we notice any sort of relationship between these two angles. Well, these angles are what we call vertical angles. When you have two lines that intersect, they create sets of congruent angles. So if this is 50 degrees, the one directly across from it is 50 degrees. And then if this is 130 degrees, the one across from it is 130 degrees. They're called vertical angles and they are congruent. So in this case, our vertical angles are this one, 7x minus 20, and this one, 5x. So they are congruent. So in order to solve for x, you need to move the 7x over to the other side and then divide in order to see what x is. So that is your answer to part A. Now for part B, it says find the measure of angle BGC. So B to G to C. They want us to find this measure. So that angle is 7 times whatever x is minus 20. And remember, in part A, we're figuring out what x is. You need to solve that equation. So all you're simply doing is taking whatever x is and substituting it in. So if x is 5, for example, it'd be 7 times 5 minus 30. That would tell you what this angle equals. And lastly, for part C, they want to know what angle AGB is. So A to G to B. Well, notice over here on the left that this angle is a right angle. This is 90 degrees. So that means that this angle is also 90 degrees. So the orange one, the orange angle, plus this green angle would equal 90 degrees. So remember in part B, you're figuring out what the green angle is. Let's say the green angle ended up being 45. It's not, but let's say it was 45. Then I would say 45, the green angle, plus whatever the orange angle is, we don't know what it is, so I'm going to call it x, equals 90 degrees. And then you would solve and see what that is.